What is breaking news? We have a breaking alert. Apparently, trouble's in the water for Serbia yet again. Look, I don't like to laugh at anyone's misfortune, and I'm not laughing at anyone's misfortune actually, because like I said before, no matter what company is affected by all the nonsense that goes on, at the end of the day, it's people that's being affected, and people is the innocent ones, the affiliates. They're just trying to feed their families and make a way, whether they chose Royalty or Serbia, Eddie Note, or any other company that's out there. We ain't gonna give all these other companies love the necessary advertising right now. You know what I mean? But no matter what you choose, whatever company it is, doesn't really matter. These is families. But at the end of the day, it's all about karma. And I said back last year, I said, just watch, just watch, because time will tell. And when I said that, you had some people that, they drew the line, and some went here, some went there, some stayed in the middle and watched. So this is going to be for the people that's in the middle watching, because I told you guys to just pay attention, and, you look at what's going to happen in the end. And that's why I was in both companies. Remember I said I was coming from an unbiased standpoint when I said I'm in both companies, so I can speak on where I feel which one is the better company. And I left one company and went to the other company for a reason, not for money. Because look, I'm the top affiliate right now in Royalty. So I could have easily went to Serbia and so-called made more money with my downline, brung all my whole downline over there and did these big numbers, right? But how many people over there are doing these big numbers now? Remember I told you, time will tell. Once we go beyond that, beyond the scope of 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 months and all that. How many people is making an income of like $6,000 a month? Now, I can show you a few people in Royalty right now is getting $6,000 a month. How many people is making, even just a modest, 3,000, 2,000 a month, I'm not even talking about big numbers. I'm talking about just a modest amount. But how many people is consistently doing that? Not just the top leaders. And then when you go beyond that scope, how many people is making $10,000 or more and have consistently kept it and maintained that amount for months, over 6, 7, 9, 10 months? Because I have. How many people have made 17,000 in a single month? From their company. How many times they cashed out over there? Because I have. But at the time, they wanted you to believe that you make so much more money with this comp plan, look like someone threw up on the paper. Honestly. So, and I wanted to show people that that's a lot of that smoke and mirrors, because when you say, yeah, you get paid a lot, but if it's all percentages that's broken down so small, minute, then you know what? I'd rather just give me a little then, but with a lot bigger, higher percentage, and make it where I can understand it a lot easier. And does it matter if you get legs that you get free stuff on, if the other one you have to balance back out yourself and you're only going to get paid on the small level? You're going to get paid on the smaller leg, and then when you finally do get paid on that small leg, what happens? You gotta only get a percentage of that small leg. So it's like a lot of little things like that. But, let's fast forward. I was told last month, or like a week ago, a week or two ago, that Asirvia actually got their nearby feature taken away from them, from Google. All right. And at the time, I didn't know how strong of, I didn't know how true that was, because I was like, look, I don't know, that's a strong statement to make, and I don't even know if they would do that to them. But I do know that they have certain things in their terms of service, and if you are in compliance with Google, then Google can do what they want to do. It's Google. This is Google's technology, so it's not that far-fetched. So I did start finding out that a lot of people's devices weren't working. It's been quiet in the waters. You haven't been hearing them making a lot of noise. You haven't been hearing them doing a bunch of videos, usually bashing me and on my stage, and ain't nobody doing none of that. Everybody quiet right now. Even the big leaders quiet. So I started wondering, like, why is that? And then it's like, that's the reason why, because these things haven't even been working. And this isn't just speculation at this point, because this is the actual Asirvia page right here, Asirvia website right here. See, coming straight from their support ticket for home desk. But you see, this is them. And I'll just let you read right here, and then we're going to show you also how they still playing games with you guys, because I'll get into it, but there you go. Attention to Asirvia customers. Thank you so much for your patience while we work to resolve the connectivity issues affecting your Go 100s and Go 400s by Asirvia due to changes made to Google Nearby. This part right here is false. And if you think I'm lying, then just go Google it yourself. Go see if there's been any changes to Google Nearby in the past month. Okay, I'll just go a month. I won't even go back further than that. Just go a month. Some tell me devices haven't even been working longer than that, but I'll just say a month. Okay, so let's go back a month right now, and you go tell me right now if you see anything that says Google did a dramatic change in Nearby that was affected anybody else's beacons other than Asirvia. But let's move on. So this is false, and We use the nearby, which is Royaltie, for our devices. Okay, what you see right here, these devices, we use nearby, and I can assure you that I have not had an issue with my beacons at all. Okay, they've been working just fine. So I don't know what the big change was made, but let's move on. We are now taking appointments to make the necessary updates on all of your goals by Asirvia. We will begin updating goal 400s on 2/28/2018. So by here, I let you know right here that devices haven't been working by their own accord, their own account, right there. So remember last year when they was talking, down with Royaltie and the other company, and they was smashing beacons on video and doing all kinds of just unnecessary nonsense, and just showing their true colors while everybody at server just kind of stay quiet and just watch. Well, see, karma. Now look, see, and I'm not even type to ha 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 because it's not funny because it's affecting people. People's gonna be affected by it, and obviously people are affected by it. And but look what's going on. So this lets you know this is also scary, to be honest with you, because if Google did take their nearby away, then why did they take it away? And what would constitute them taking away? What did you do that was out of compliance with Google? What did you do that they didn't like? So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting to see how this is all going to play out. They say they updating something right here, 2/28. So that's what, tomorrow. I'm filming this right here. It's February 27th. So we'll see. Maybe you guys will be back in action. Maybe they'll get you guys back up. Maybe they're gonna reprogram it. So you can read the rest of this, and basically just pretty much say that they're gonna, I guess, reset the devices maybe. But whether they reset the devices or not, you already had them off for a large percentage. I think all month actually, because I know someone that had them and they had them next to the gyms, and the gyms was showing up, and then the goals wasn't, and then. I almost did a video about it, but they didn't let me, but but anyways, yeah, so they wasn't working, and they haven't been working for a while, but this is the reason why, because actually, Google did something with the nearby. Obviously, like, come on, documentation beats conversation. Now they said it themselves, and then they just tried to blame it on Google doing a change, but Google didn't do no change. The only change was the fact that they wasn't allowing y'all to broadcast your messages anymore. That's the change they made, but they ain't make no changes to no gyms. They ain't make no changes to any of these devices. You see these devices right here, these other gyms and all kinds of other beacons. They didn't make no change to those, so why they mysteriously make a change to you guys? And it ain't like the technology, they got proprietary beacons, because the beacons you got come from China. You can get those same beacons from China, i7. Go look it up. Anybody seen this video think I'm just making this up? Go to Alibaba.com, go put in the i7 round beacon, and you tell me it's not the same thing that the Asirvia Go is. So if those beacons are still working, why was yours not working? But it's because, like I said, if you're not in compliance and you're putting spammy messages up and you're not regulating those messages and you just put anything and everything, Google ain't gonna have it, and they'll shut you down. And that's something that we all need to be mindful of. If we just putting out spammy stuff, look, boo, look how I found you. That might not go sit too well with Google. And then if they shut it down, then what? And where you gonna be? Okay, so just wanted to give you this quick update, let you know what's going on out there in the world of proximity marketing. In the meantime, between time, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Call me if you got any questions. If you want to know anything about what we have going on over here at Royaltie, which is a lot, and you can see that we're more than just a beacon company, which is why I also told you guys in 2017, don't just, you get with the actual manufacturers, because what happens when it's time to scale it up, we can scale it up and move on. If we need to move away from beacons one day because Google want to change up everything, guess what? You're not out just stuck out there in the middle of the water without no life raft. You're actually going to be able to say, okay, you know what? We can revert to the other stuff we have going on, like our mobile Wi-Fi, and which is actually even more effective than the beacons. I'm gonna be honest with you, because we'll get into that in another video, but I'll do some case studies and show you exactly why it's even more effective than the beacons. So just wanted to, like I said, if you got any questions, you got anything you want to speak about, you got anything that you like to talk about, about Royaltie and how it functions, and some of the products that we have and what we have to offer, then By all means, give me a call, 619-306-9453. Again, that's 619-306-9453. Or you hit the link below, which is getmoneylikeaboss.com, and we will get you in right now. All right. Peace. Have a blessed day.